Hey YouTubers, it's Mike and Brian back with you with another project we're working on. This is the RC4 drive Boyer chassis. This is basically just, it's not a kit, it's just a chassis that you buy and then you build a truck around it. This is just the first video we're doing, and we've got the body and tires and axles kind of mocked up to see kind of how the layout's going to be. What are your thoughts on the chassis at this point?
Well, so far it's been kind of hard to get parts and stuff like the axles and stuff, and because Vanquish has not had their stuff in stock, so it's been kind of hard to have parts in for the thing.
Right, we mocked it up with SCX-10 stock axles,
yeah,
just to see the wheel locations and try to get the body and
kind of have an idea of how long we want it to be and
right
where the tires should be and where the body is going to sit.
And we're going to try to put some Curie axles underneath this,
yeah,
and
with some brand new Vanquish links, and
yeah, with some custom made Vanquish links, hopefully.
We already got the tire rim for it.
Yeah, these are what method.
These are method rims with the Interco tire, I think.
Yeah, the Interco Super
Swamper,
Swamper, which are really nice tires. We really like these tires. These are the XL tires, which are a little bit taller than the original Proline tires. These are 4.75 inches, so it's 4 3/4 inches taller.
Yeah, so this is our newer style of this tire. It's a little bit taller.
Right, so that's the
pit bull. Right?
Pit bull, and you can see
it's just a little bit
taller than that pit bull. We really like the pit bulls, however, they're kind of falling behind as far as height, and what we found is it doesn't require the best tire to beat out the best tire to get over things if you've got the height. So the pit bulls are kind of possibly going to be getting phased out if the height continues on these other brands. This rubber is not as soft
as that pit bull,
but I can almost guarantee you those tires are going to work better than that pit bull, because it's going to get you through things better just because of the size of them.
Yeah.
So,
and they did make the 2.2 pit bull, but it's just too big for a 1.9 size car.
Right, it's a whole different class.
So this thing needs to be like 5 inches.
Right. So anyway, on the Boyer chassis, we're running an axial tranny and motor, which their stock transmission plate is designed to fit an RC4 drive tranny. However,
we have modified to fit a modified Integy axial tranny piece.
Right. This is a Integy transmission skid plate that pretty much bolted right in to the frame. So that was a nice little piece that we could just swap out, and that way the bolt pattern and everything is correct.
And it gets that transmission down low and stuff.
Right. And it gives a nice spot for the links to link up to, so I think that was a huge improvement to what the Boyer chassis came with. So, and then of course these are stock shock mounts, which they give you tons of locations to mount the shocks.
Yeah.
However, once you figure out where you want them, you don't need this big old giant plate to be there. So I'm not sure if I'm
going to maybe keep those ones up front, but on the back it came with big giant plates as also, but that's a little bit too much weight, and this chassis is all steel, so it's not really that light.
Right.
So that's why we, instead of having these two big giant plates, we use these aluminum axial
suspension, or actually these are shock hoops.
Yeah, shock hoops.
Right. So with the Vanquish shock hoops,
they're a little bit lighter.
Yeah, eliminated all that mass with the Boyer style
big giant
plates.
Mounting plates. Even though I don't have as much mounting spots, but that's okay.
Yeah, once you figure out where you want it, you don't need all these holes. But as far as this roll cage in the back and that, I think it's way cool.
Yeah.
Now, as far as building this car to be a comp-worthy truck, I don't know. I think it's heavy, and the weight's not all in the right spot. Anytime you get any weight from about the middle of the car back is negative weight in a comp vehicle, because when you start coming up a hill, this weight's going to want to keep the back end from coming up too. And this whole cage is made out of steel, so I don't know.
It's not very light.
It's not very light.
Not like aluminum, so it's...
Right. So I'm not sure...
Even though it's strong and everything, but...
Right. It's definitely strong. I just don't think that it's the best idea for a comp vehicle. Yeah. But as far as a scale roller and just getting through stuff, it's going to be a super cool vehicle. We'll test this with the other comp vehicles that we're going to be building and see how it does. And then, of course, it came with this neat bumper, and we've added that little winch on there. And I believe that's an RC4WD drive.
Yeah, the brand new
part.
Warren winch right there.
Right. It's way scale looking, and we've used it just a little bit, played with it, and it functions quite nice. So it'll be a neat feature on that vehicle. So in any event, that's the first peek at that car, and we'll be doing some more updates on it in the near future, and we'll eventually be driving it, but it'll be a little bit of time before we get it totally done, hopefully this summer. So in any event, we'll see you next time.